So welcome everyone. Today I'm Harman, and we'll be creating AR filters using Spark AR and create backgrounds and UI on Adobe Illustrator. So the workshop title is AR filters, and I'll start sharing my screen now. So the first filter that we'll be creating would be of an Oculus with a background of LF. So everyone has the assets now, and now we'll be beginning with the first filter, which is adding a Oculus and a Learning Futures background. So first we'll go open Adobe Illustrator and create our background. Okay, so select new file, and the width and the dimensions of this can be 720 pixel to 1280 or 1280 into 1920. So this would be like your phone dimensions. And then we create a new artboard. Now, see the backgrounds that Olivia shared with you all, and we'll be placing anyone which you like, the black or the white one, to this artboard. So just so everyone is done with that. So it should just take all over the artboard space. Then we'll be we like to include the LF logo here as well. So you all have the LF logo, right? So let's import that as well. We would try to keep the logo or any text you want to add. You can even add text like writing learning futures, but we would like to add that in the 1/3 of the top part of the artboard so that it doesn't come where your face will come. So is everyone here? Okay, so let's move forward. Now we'll be exporting it as a PNG. And keep in mind that, no, JPG, sorry. You would like to select the use artboard so that it is of the very exact dimensions that we selected in the beginning, and then export it. Yeah, use artboards. Yeah, check it. And just keep in mind that it is RGB color model, and just export it. Now we'll open Spark AR. So this is an easy one, and we'll select the face decoration template. Is everyone there? Just a face decoration template. This one. So does everyone see their face? Or do you see somebody else's face? So you would like to go in the show video library with this video icon and turn on your camera. Okay, so check your folder. You would have this file, scene, and we'll be dragging and drop. So let me first, sorry. So this is the scene panel on the left-hand side. Then there's the asset panel. This is the viewport where all the filters show up. And this is the inspector panel. Okay, so we'll be dragging and dropping the scene that is the Oculus 3D model into this. No suitable video found for the file format. Let's add the background. I don't know. It was happening. 1 hour back and yesterday too. So, okay. So let's import the background which we created. So go in. Oh, sorry. Okay. So we have the background file as textures. Now for this, we'll be creating a material. So just name that material BG and in the assets panel itself. You go here and create a material. Okay. Okay. Now, so to distinguish your face from the background, we'll go on to camera and change the segmentation to person. Camera in the scenes panel, and then change the segmentation to person and remove unsupported platforms. Did you get it? Okay, so we have one material for the background. So we need one more material for the person, and we'll name that material as person. Okay. Now we need to give this material a texture. Go into the inspector panel and give it camera texture 0. And so this has the person one, so we will include the person texture as well. So we'll checkbox this alpha and select the person texture that we did in the camera. So that was segmentation mask texture. So by now, everyone should have 2 materials and 2 textures, one with background and one with person so far. You just need to checkbox the alpha, this one, and select the person texture that we activated in camera. That was, okay. So you go to camera and click on segmentation. Yes, and select person. So the name of this would be segmentation mask texture 0 and just activate from it. Okay. So everyone's there? You need help?
I think I got it.
Okay. So now we'll be exporting the assets into the scene. So for this, we will create a canvas first. Okay. Then in this canvas, we will be adding 2 rectangles, one for the person and one for the background. So this is the first rectangle. Let's name it background. And then another one. And name it person. Yeah. Now we need to adjust. You can see it's over here, the rectangle. So we need to adjust that. Go to width and click on fill width. And same with fill height. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, fill width and fill height. I don't know. Everyone's on the same page now? Okay. So let's add that material to a rectangle. So for the person, yeah, for the person, you would be selecting the person material in the inspector panel here. Person. Now, same for the background. You go to materials and select background. Wait, wait.
We never set the background again.
Oh, you need to select. Okay. So for in person, we select the camera texture, and for alpha, we select the segmentation mask in the materials. So the thing is, the background rectangle should be on top of the person. So it should be background and then person. Okay, so now would you like to import it into your phone and try it on Instagram or Facebook? So, okay, click on this test on device and just click on send. Do you want to try one with a LF frame on your side? It's just like similar to this, but very easy. So let's open Adobe Illustrator. So let's copy the same artboard that we used for that and try to create a frame. So I can show you example. It can be somewhat like this, something similar to this, or whatever you like. So you go into you see this artboard tool? It's like a paper. You click on that and then you just Control C and Control V. So just copy paste your artboard. So just export it the same way we exported the background. PNG. And you would need to select the range and select the second artboard here. Okay, now we'll create a new blank project and import that frame. Now we'll create a material and name it frame and add the texture of the frame to this material. This. It's just similar to the background, but we don't add in the person segmentation and stuff from the camera. So in the scene panel, again, we create a canvas and a rectangle. Fill its width and height. And add the frame material from the materials. Yeah, it's supposed to be PNG. uh, to your phone, just test on device. And you click on add experience. And just add experience on the right hand side. And just insert or whatever it says. The sharing effect. Yeah. And then now you do it again. Yeah. Okay, so next for the tattoos, we'll be downloading the Spark AR face mesh, and I've shared that link in the chat. So just open that link and download the face reference assets. And there's this face mesh PNG. And we open that in, does everyone have Photoshop? Cool. So let's open it in Photoshop. So does everyone want LF logo tattoos on their cheeks? Okay. Got it? Yep. Okay. So let's put the logos. Logo. Okay. And just wherever you want. Just keep it. Just try to keep it in the area that is like on the front. Done. Done.
Yeah.
You done?
You can.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's hide this layer and export this file as a PNG. So you can just quick export as PNG. Let's name this one. Yeah,
Not
just
the actual face.
no. Just it should be one PNG, not two. So just one PNG of this. Then okay. So
This is a new one.
yeah. So let's create a new Spark AR and import the tattoo. Hmm, okay. So it should be the entire artboard, not only just the logos, just the entire artboard, so that it sticks to your face well. So just import it. And let's create a material for this again. And name it tattoo. So for this, go to shader type, and we want to change it to face paint here. And select the texture. So import it and then add a material for that. Now we'll be adding a face tracker so that it tracks your face. And then in the scene here, okay? And similarly add a face mesh. So you'll have something like this on your face. One tip in the textures for the PNG you created, you would like to keep the compression to none so that it doesn't compress for all the platforms. Okay. Um, the PNG and compression in on the right panel. So none.
Okay.
Okay. So does everyone have this now on their faces? You got it? Okay. So for this material, add the tattoo material. Simple. In the face mesh. Yep. Got it? And you can again test it on your device.
Nice, subtle.
Very subtle. Okay. So okay. So you all want to try another one?
Yes.
This is the last one, and it is a long one. It takes time. So I'll try to go slow. Okay. So for this, again, we open Adobe Illustrator. And for this, your artboard should be 500 into 500 pixels. Okay. So you may either go, and the safe area for this is 180 in height and 500 in width. So that is where you'll be writing your text. So we are creating like a hello text filter. So try to keep the text around 50 to 60. Yeah. And in the center of the artboard. So if you want to give it the ASU gold color, this is the code for that. Then let's try to give this a black background. No, let's just keep it this way. Only the text. Okay. Now again, we export it as a PNG. So let's import that PNG. And we need to set its compression to none as well, so that it doesn't compress on the right. So it's the same process for the text. We again create a material. This time the shader type should be flat. And you name it text. Okay, you there? Okay, so we want a text over here. So we'll import a cylinder from the asset library. So this asset library has a lot of things like music, patch assets, 3D objects, all these things. So we'll be just going with the 3D shapes and the cylinder primitive. Now just drag and drop the cylinder from the assets to the scene. Now if you see, click on this arrow, you'll see there are two cylinders, and we need to change its size so that it's approximately a face. So let's keep it to 2, 2, and 2. Okay. Similarly, and the cylinder on top of it should be again 2 and 2. Okay. Both the cylinders should be 2 on all axes, but the top one should be 1 on y-axis. Okay, so we want the cylinder to follow a face. So let's add a face tracker. And drag the cylinder layer to the face tracker layer inside it. Okay, so now it will be following your face. Okay. Now we have this material and the hollow text. Got it? So we added the material text, the texture to the material, and similarly we'll be adding the material to the cylinder now. So go to the second, let's name this. This is cylinder 1, and this is cylinder 2. So in cylinder 2, we'll be adding the material of text. And now you see text, but not, which is not proper. So we'll adjust that as well. Yeah. So now we'll view the patch editor. Okay. Now you import both the texture and the material into this. So drag and drop the texture into this and select the materials and click on this arrow. Okay. So now we'll be adjusting the text. So click on add patch and we'll be adding a transform patch. So it would be 2D transform. Transform pack and add that patch into this. Okay, we'll add another patch, which is the texture transform patch. And now we'll be connecting all the nodes. Okay, so the RGBA output should go into the texture input. We are connecting all this. And the transform should go into the transform input. From 2D transform pack, the output should go into the input of the texture transform. This way. And just the output goes into the input. So yeah, you should go over here. This would give the values that we'll be putting here. So in 2D transform pack, the translation, it's on the last page. Minus 0.95. And the y is minus 0.1. So we need to scale that as well so that it's in front. We change it, the x should be minus 0.7 and y should be 0.7 for scale. Yeah. And pivot should be 1 for x and 0.4 for y. Now we see it somewhere here, but it's still flipped. So we go to cylinder 2. Are you done? Okay. So we go to cylinder 1 and change its orientation. So let's do the z-axis, rotation of z-axis in cylinder 1 to minus 180 and y to 90. Yeah, so it's somewhere here. So right now, the text is coming only in front. We want it at the back as well so that when it rotates, it just goes all over. So we'll be duplicating this layer. Click on cylinder 2 and right click and duplicate. So again, it will come some sort of this, but you need to drag and drop it into the cylinder 1 layer. And delete the extra cylinder 1 that we have here. So we duplicated the cylinders and adjusted the scale and rotation. Now we'll be animating it. Go to cylinder 1 and you see this magic wand on the right hand corner. Click on that, click on animate and click spin. So it will start spinning. Now you see that it is still upside down. It's flipped. So we need to fix that in the patch editor. So go to this transition one and change its x-axis to minus 180. I know, no, that's what not I intended, not x. The z-axis to minus 180 so that it's again like that. You got it? Okay. So it's too fast right now. We'll change the duration to maybe 6, and it is super slow, or maybe 4. Yeah. You can change its like how it goes, like its curve. So right now it's linear. You can do it like bounce in and out, keep bouncing. So let's just keep it linear from here. Curve, linear, and stuff. Now we just need to fix that it comes on top of our head. So here you can pause the video and just change its axis a little bit. Okay, that's it. The Z axis, I guess, the green one. Yeah. So just you just flip up. So we are done, and thank you everyone for coming today, and we'll see you at the next one. Okay, thank you so much.